Chapter 625. Xian Yun heard this and could not help but feel surprised. Hu Chengfeng actually knew about her pregnancy? But before Jian Yun could think more, she heard Hu Chengfeng's furious voice from the other side. "Tell me, did you do it?" "Master, I did not." Lin Lanlin was terrified. She prostrated on the ground and did not dare to move. Hu Chengfeng kicked her, and she fell to the ground. This kick was very powerful. Lin Lanlin rolled her eyes when she fell to the ground. Her mouth was wide open, and she could not get up for a long time. This sudden change also made Jian Yun and Hu Liancheng confused. Did Hu Chengfeng not ask Lin Lanlin to do what Lin Lanlin did? Hu Liancheng frowned. "Yo, Chengfeng, what kind of trick do you want to play?" Hu Chengfeng was so angry that he did not even look at Lin Lanlin, who was lying on the ground like a dead dog. He met Hu Liancheng's eyes and gasped. "Why did you say it so badly? I just invited Ms. Jian here as a guest. I am the uncle of your child. I want to see if there is anything wrong with my nephew. Then, can you let me go now? I am about to give birth. I need to go to the hospital." Xian Yun probed. "Go to the hospital? No need. Since you're here, don't go. Just give birth here. I have a doctor here. I'll ask him to come in and give birth to you." Hu Chengfeng waved his hand. He took out his phone and was about to make a phone call. Hu Liancheng could not stand it any longer. At this moment, a gun suddenly appeared in his hand. He quickly took action. With a sound, the bottle of red wine on the table next to Hu Chengfeng was shattered. The bottle was broken, and red liquid splashed everywhere. It also splashed on Hu Chengfeng's body. Lin Lanlin, who was lying on the ground, hugged her head and screamed. Immediately, the room fell into silence. It was dead silent. The cynical smile on Hu Chengfeng's face had completely disappeared. His right cheek was cut by a piece of debris. Blood was seeping out. The bright red blood made his pair of eyes dark and gloomy, as cold as hell. He looked at Hu Liancheng coldly. His aura was completely different from before, and it was emitting a resolute coldness. "I don't have time to waste with you. Since I dared to come here, I naturally have a way to escape unscathed," Hu Liancheng said in a low voice. He swept his cold gaze over the surroundings of the room, and a terrifying coldness swept through the surroundings. He seemed like a king that looked down upon the world, causing those people in the dark to not dare act rashly. "Retreat in one piece? Are you sure you can walk out of here with her?" Hu Chengfeng stopped putting on an act. He stood up with an extremely cold expression and a mocking smile on his face. Xian Yun looked up and saw the malicious smile in Hu Chengfeng's eyes. She endured the pain and said, "Hu Chengfeng, you also said that you are the eldest uncle of the child. Why can't you calm down and talk nicely? You captured me and lured him here. There must be a purpose. Tell me now. In the past, you said that I misunderstood you and did not understand your pain. Then you should say it. How would we know if you did not say it?" "My goal?" Hu Chengfeng smiled and looked at Jian Yun's belly with an incomparably gentle expression. His eyes were filled with love, like an elder looking at his precious child. However, what he said made people's hair stand on end. They had goosebumps all over their bodies. "Of course I want your family of 3 to be buried with me." Xian Yun subconsciously tightened her grip on Hu Liancheng's big hand. She was especially afraid. She did not think that Hu Chengfeng was joking. He was serious. Hu Chengfeng stared at the gun in front of him. He curled his lips as if he did not care at all. He even pointed at his own chest. "Hu Liancheng, shoot at me if you have the guts. Try and see what will happen next." After saying that, Hu Chengfeng took out something that looked like a remote control from his pocket and threw it in his hand. He smiled arrogantly. "There are hundreds of kilograms of explosives buried under this house. As long as I press this button, this mountain will be razed to the ground. This way, my dear brother. You will be with me forever." You lunatic!" Xian Yun was extremely angry and did not feel pain in her stomach. She glared at Hu Chengfeng with bloodshot eyes and a crazy face. She wanted to pounce on him and bite him to death. "Madman? You are right. I am a madman." Hu Chengfeng limped towards Jian Yun. He stood a few steps away from her and pointed at his head. "You have grown something. I will not live long. Since I cannot live, I want you all to die with me. This way, I will not be lonely down there." Jian Yun looked at Hu Chengfeng's hideous and twisted face and was instantly angered. She sneered and said, "I don't think you have a tumor in your brain, but your brain is in water. What did you say? Hu Chengfeng's expression suddenly became gloomy when he heard that. Xian Yun did not give him a chance to speak. She was really angered by Hu Chengfeng's unreasonable words. You have a tumor in your brain. Shouldn't you go to the hospital? What's the big deal about capturing us here? To accompany you to death? Are you worthy? Hu Chengfeng stared at Jian Yun. His eyes were red as if he wanted to kill someone. His words were sinister. Then what do you think I am not worthy? Jian Yun tried not to think about the pain in her stomach. She took a deep breath. Then let me ask you, how do you think you are worthy? I will not talk about you colluding with foreign capitals. Just that you deliberately caused a car accident and caused King Cheng to lie in bed for 6 years. After that, you even molested her. On this point, you are an inhumane bastard. Bastard like you? On what basis do you want us to be buried together with you? You should have long since ended your own life. You are crazy. Shut up. Lin Lanlin heard Jian Yun scold Hu Chengfeng so mercilessly, and was so scared that her heart almost jumped out. She clearly knew that Hu Chengfeng was crazy, but Jian Yun still provoked him so much. If she really angered him and pressed that button, then no one would be able to escape. Jian Yun quickly looked at Lin Lanlin. She also noticed that after Lin Delong heard Hu Chengfeng say that there was explosives buried under the house, his legs went soft. These two people were no longer important. As long as she could destroy Hu Chengfeng's psychological defense, it would be fine. However, it was very obvious that although Hu Chengfeng's brain was not normal, his willpower was very firm. His mental defense could not be easily destroyed by Jian Yun's few words. Jian Yun, don't think that I'm joking with you. If you dare to say another word, I don't mind letting you try to turn into ashes. Hu Chengfeng looked at Jian Yun with a malicious gaze and said coldly. Hu Liancheng took a step forward and protected Jian Yun, blocking Hu Chengfeng's cold and crazy gaze. However, when Jian Yun heard these words, she quickly pushed Hu Liancheng away. Her entire body fell to the ground, and her expression changed. Mr. Hu, Big Brother Hu, Big Brother Feng, I beg you to let me go. I am going to give birth, and I can't take the pain anymore. If you don't kill me, I will die from the pain. Hu Liancheng's head was full of question marks. What kind of situation was this? Did Jian Yun become muddle-headed from the pain? Hu Chengfeng was obviously caught off guard by Jian Yun's sudden change. He was actually stunned for a moment. The corner of his eyes twitched. He seemed to have fallen into a dilemma. Is it so painful? Let me call the doctor in for you. After saying that, he turned around and walked towards the sofa. His phone was placed on the table that was filled with red liquid. Jian Yun took the opportunity to give Lin Lanlin a look. Lin Lanlin, who had never had any tacit understanding with her, immediately understood what Jian Yun meant this time. She quickly got up and bumped into Hu Chengfeng, who had his back facing her. She conveniently grabbed the remote control in Hu Chengfeng's hand. Perhaps Hu Chengfeng was thinking about something, but the thing in his hand was not that tight. Lin Lanlin successfully snatched it, but Hu Chengfeng's reaction was not slow. The moment Lin Lanlin wanted to escape, he quickly kicked her away. Kill her. With Hu Chengfeng's order, Lin Delong jumped out like a dog. Xian Yun's heart was lifted. Why did she feel something was wrong? Lin Delong and Lin Lanlin were siblings. Although he did not treat her well in the past, but how could he have listened to someone else's orders to kill his own sister? Hu Liancheng squeezed Jian Yun's hand. His expression could not hide his anxiety. Duoer, how is it now? There are too many people waiting outside. We can't force our way out. We can only wait now. No one was more anxious than Hu Liancheng. He did not know why Cheng Mu's did not bring anyone here. If this continued, Jian Yun would be in great danger. Jian Yun shook her head and tried hard to smile. She gave Hu Liancheng a comforting smile. I'm fine. I can still endure it. At that time, Lin Lanlin suffered 2 kicks. Her chest and lungs were filled with blood. She just got up and spat out a mouthful of blood. But she immediately screamed. Ah. Because Lin Delong was already in front of her, he reached out and pinched her neck. Lin Lanlin was pinched until she rolled her eyes. Seeing that she was about to die, Hu Liancheng quickly made his move. With a gunshot, Lin Delong clutched his arm and fell to the ground, howling and rolling. Trash. Hu Chengfeng scolded coldly. He did not even look at Lin Delong. His malicious gaze once again locked onto Hu Liancheng. He sneered and said, Don't think that I don't know your goal and want to stall for time. Hey, didn't you hear anything when you first came here? I can tell you that all the roads up the mountain have been blown up. Cars can't come up. There are rocks everywhere on the mountain, and helicopters can't land. You have to die with me. Hu Chengfeng, does your mother know what you are doing? Xia Yun could not do anything but bring out Shen Fangqi. She did not believe that Shen Fangqi had done so much for Hu Chengfeng, and that Hu Chengfeng would not have any feelings for her. My mother? Haha, it's fine if you don't tell me about her. As soon as you talk about her, I will get even angrier. When she abandoned my dad and me and followed Hu Xiangqian, she should have known that such a day would come. Hu Chengfeng's expression was dark. His entire face was twisted. I did not abandon your father and you. Just as Hu Chengfeng finished speaking, the door was suddenly pushed open. It was as if someone had been standing outside for a long time, and a layer of white wind had fallen on his head. She walked in step by step. Her beautiful face, which had always been well maintained, was now also stained with grief. I did not betray anyone, Shen Fangqi said in a deep voice. Her eyes swept across and landed on Hu Liancheng. However, Hu Liancheng did not even look at her. There seemed to be a flash of loneliness in her eyes. She looked at Jian Yun again. However, when she saw her head full of sweat and suppressed pain, she suddenly frowned. You are going to give birth? Yes, I activated it in advance. Xia Yun did not want to let go of any chance. Shen Fangqi had indulged Hu Chengfeng all these years. She should be able to say a few words. Chengwu, let her go. A woman giving birth is not a joke. Shen Fangqi's expression changed as expected. We can't leave. The road is ruined. Hu Chengfeng said darkly. I know there is another road at the back of the mountain. It was the same path that the forest watchers used. It was very hidden. It must not have been destroyed. Lin Lanlin was originally covering her chest and lying on the ground, coughing in pain. When she heard Shen Fangqi and Hu Chengfeng's words, she quickly propped herself up and said urgently. She really did not want to stay here for a moment. She did not want to accompany that lunatic Hu Chengfeng anymore. No matter what he used to threaten her, she did not want to be bewitched again. Chengwu, the child in her womb. You are the eldest uncle of the child. You can't be so cruel. Hope lit up in Shen Fangqi's eyes. Hu Chengfeng lowered his head as if he was hesitating. After a long while he said, She can leave. But Hu Liancheng, you must stay. No. Jian Yun hurriedly called out. I'm about to give birth. If it hurts, I can't walk. How do you want me to walk alone? Let Lin Lanlin send you down the mountain. Hu Chengfeng's expression darkened. No. Xian Yun quickly looked at Lin Lanlin, who was looking at her with hope. She endured the pain and shook her head to reject. I don't believe her. Then there is no other way. Hu Chengfeng coldly said. His face was gloomy as he stared at Hu Liancheng. It was not easy for me to get the chance to see my good brother. How could I let him go? Hu Liancheng frowned. He seemed to have gotten used to Hu Chengfeng's madness. He did not say a word. Only his big hand and Jian Yun's hand held each other tightly, firmly giving her strength. However, although he looked calm on the surface, he was already very anxious. Hu Chengfeng said that the road up the mountain had been destroyed. So where were Cheng Mu's and the others now? When he just came in, he found that the house was surrounded by traps. That cold and dangerous feeling was very familiar to him, as if he had been targeted. There were definitely gunmen lying in ambush around here, so he didn't dare to act rashly since he came in. He didn't put the few people here in his eyes, but the gunmen lying in ambush outside were the greatest threats. Shen Fangqi was also silent. Facing her two sons, she did not seem to know what to do. You, what do you want to do? The pain came again, and Jian Yun gritted her teeth. Didn't you always say that the thing you hate the most is your mother abandoning you and your father? Then you should be the most emotional. How pitiful it is for a child to not have parents. Do you have the heart to see my child not have a father after giving birth? Xia Yun did not say all this because she was confused by the pain. She was gambling on Hu Chengfeng's humanity. She analyzed Hu Chengfeng's past actions and felt that he did not have a father. Hu Chengfeng should not be such a crazy person. Otherwise, he would not have let her go just because Shen Fangqi said a few words. Hu Liancheng looked deeply at Jian Yun, and his eyes turned red. His duo-er was finally willing to admit that he was the father of the child. When Hu Chengfeng heard these words, he was indeed momentarily absent-minded. Xian Yun's eyes lit up, and she quickly continued, Even if you want to look for Hu Liancheng, you have to have an ulterior motive. Tell me, we can discuss it after you say it. My intention? Hu Chengfeng seemed to be at a loss. What can I have an intention? But But then his expression changed. He slammed the phone in his hand against the wall. Suddenly, he knelt on the ground, held his head, and slammed it against the wall. Get lost. Get lost. I don't believe you. Xian Yun was stunned. She did not know why Hu Chengfeng's expression suddenly changed. Cheng Ho. Shen Feiyanqi rushed over and hugged Hu Chengfeng tightly. She looked weak, but she was strong. She hugged Hu Chengfeng and took something from her bag. She seemed to be taking medicine. He has intermittent mania. Hu Liancheng whispered into Jian Yun's ear, a type of mental disorder. Xian Yun could not hide her shock. She had forgotten about the pain in her stomach. She did not expect Hu Chengfeng to behave so abnormally. It was because he had mental illness, and it seemed that his condition was very serious. Shen Feiyanqi was a woman, after all. Hu Chengfeng was tall and strong. He was very strong when he went crazy. He hit his head hard, and Shen Feiyanqi was also brought along to hit the wall. She was usually a graceful and elegant woman, but now she did not care about her image at all. Her hair was already messy and her forehead was bleeding. However, Hu Liancheng did not have any intention of helping her. He just watched from the side while paying attention to Jian Yun's situation. Does it still hurt? He asked. God knew how anxious and distressed he was when he saw Jian Yun's pale face and beads of sweat rolling down her face. He did not dare to hug her and comfort her in front of Hu Chengfeng. He was afraid that intimate actions would agitate Hu Chengfeng. It's okay. Jian Yun looked up at Hu Liancheng. Even though her stomach hurt, she wanted to follow Hu Chengfeng and hit the wall, but she did not want Hu Liancheng to worry. She could only use her willpower to resist. But she did not know how long she could endure it. She had already mentally prepared herself for it. She knew that the pain of labor could reach level 10, but when it really hurt, she knew that this kind of pain really made people want to die. Hu Liancheng saw that Shen Feiyanqi had fed Hu Chengfeng medicine, and his mind raced. Suddenly, he pinched Jian Yun's hand and said in a voice that only the two of them could hear, "Listen to me. Later, you leave first. Go from the back of the mountain. There is indeed a road left behind by the forest guardians. If you can walk to the foot of the mountain, there is a small wooden house at the foot of the mountain. Wait for me there." No, I won't go. I'm coming with you. Xian Yun shook her head desperately. Be good. This place is too dangerous. There are gunmen outside. I can't bring you out. You leave first. I have a way to save myself. Hu Liancheng stared at Jian Yun. If he had no other choice, how could he let her leave alone? However, Hu Chengfeng was too dangerous. His illness looked worse than before. There were so many explosives buried here. Even if the controller was not in Hu Chengfeng's hands, it was hard to guarantee that he would not do anything crazy. Hu Liancheng didn't dare to risk Xian Yun's life. Take this well. Hu Liancheng stuffed something into Jian Yun's hand. Xian Yun looked down and saw that it was a pocket-sized gun. Xian Yun's pupils suddenly contracted. She suddenly felt as if she was holding a soldering iron in her hand. It was unusually hot. I am not at ease with you alone. Let Lin Lanlin help you go. If she dares to have bad intentions. Hu Liancheng coldly looked at Lin Lanlin, who was lying not far away. This time, his voice was a little louder. It was so loud that Lin Lanlin could hear it. His cold eyes were filled with killing intent. Kill without question. No. I will not. I will not. Lin Lanlin saw that she had a chance to escape and was already very excited. She hurriedly expressed her sincerity. Young Master Hu, even if you give me 100 more guts, I wouldn't dare do anything to Jian Yun. No matter what, we are sisters. Don't worry, I will not leave her alone. No, I don't want to leave you. Jian Yun was in extreme pain and did not cry, but when she thought of separating from Hu Liancheng, she could not stop her tears. She really regretted being too cold to him before. Good boy. I will be fine. Hu Liancheng could only try his best to comfort Jian Yun and let her rest assured. In fact, Hu Liancheng did not have confidence in himself because Hu Chengfeng had a mental illness. He always did things as he pleased and did not act according to common sense. Hu Liancheng could not predict what Hu Chengfeng would do next, but he could not say that. Otherwise, Jian Yun wouldn't leave no matter what she said. On the other side, after Hu Chengfeng took the medicine, his mood stabilized a little. Shen Feiyanqi took the opportunity to tell him about letting Jian Yun and Lin Lanlin leave first. Hu Chengfeng looked over. When he saw Jian Yun being tortured to the point of being in pain and suffering, His eyes seemed to be unable to bear it. After a moment of silence, he finally nodded. He picked up the walkie-talkie and said a few words to the gunman who was lying in ambush outside. "You guys go." Hu Chengfeng put down the walkie-talkie and looked at Jian Yun. He looked at Lin Lanlin. "Lin Lanlin, if you dare to hurt Jian Yun, I will not let you go." Jian Yun heard this and raised her head to look at Hu Chengfeng. Why did she feel that Hu Chengfeng's words were not sincere? He clearly knew that she had a grudge with Lin Lanlin, and Lin Lanlin wished that she could die. Yet he still insisted that Lin Lanlin send her away? Moreover, if he said these words at this time, wouldn't it add fuel to the fire? "I won't." Lin Lanlin hurriedly raised her hand and swore, "If I hurt Jian Yun, let me be struck by lightning and get hit by a car when I go out. You are the best. Remember what you said?" Hu Liancheng did not miss Lin Lanlin's sparkling eyes when she made the oath. He was very worried. However, Hu Chengfeng asked Lin Lanlin to send Jian Yun away. If Hu Liancheng objected now, he would definitely anger him. Hu Chengfeng always liked to go against him. He did not know what kind of crazy things Hu Chengfeng would do when the time came. If he forced Jian Yun to stay, Jian Yun would only be in more danger. Besides explosives, Hu Liancheng did not know if there were any other traps here. Therefore, after weighing the pros and cons, Hu Liancheng decided to let Jian Yun leave first. As for Lin Lanlin's side, Hu Liancheng could only gamble. Lin Lanlin looked at Hu Liancheng's extremely cold gaze, and her heart suddenly shook. Her back seemed to feel a slight chill, but her face still maintained a fearful expression. "President Hu, please believe me. No matter what, Jian Yun is still my younger sister. No matter how shameless I am, I cannot do something that is worse than a beast." Hu Liancheng turned back to look at Jian Yun. Thousands of words turned into a deep emotion in his eyes. "Remember what I said?" Hu Liancheng instructed in a low voice. He looked at Lin Lanlin, who was rolling her eyes in warning. Suddenly, he reached out and grabbed Lin Lanlin's arm. He exerted force and removed her right arm. "If there is any damage to do her, I will hunt you down until death. I will skin you and extract your bones and let you die a graveless death." Hu Liancheng's voice was so cold that it sounded like it came from hell. "Ah!" Lin Lanlin cried out in pain. Her legs went weak and she fell to the ground. Her eyes were full of fear. Cold sweat was breaking out on her head. She did not dare to look into Hu Liancheng's eyes. She felt that she was really wrong back then. She even thought of climbing into the bed of this godlike man and wanting to replace Jian Yun as his woman. Later on, she realized how ridiculous she was. This man did not have any human feelings at all. From the beginning until the end, there was only Jian Yun in his eyes. Hu Liancheng was really worried about Lin Lanlin. Now, he had no other choice but to give Lin Lanlin a warning. Lin Lanlin's eyes turned black from the pain. She cried and crawled in front of Jian Yun and begged her, "Jian Yun, I really don't dare to have bad intentions. Help me tell him to help me recover my arm. Otherwise, I will not be able to help you." Jian Yun frowned. She really hated Lin Lanlin too much. It was Lin Lanlin's fault for contracting early today. But she also considered whether there was any unknown danger on the way down the mountain. If both of them were handicapped, then they did not even have the chance to face the crisis. Thinking of this, Jian Yun looked at Hu Liancheng. Hu Liancheng seemed to be very hesitant. Hu Chengfeng, who had been looking at them coldly, sneered. "Are you going or not? If you don't want to leave, stay with me."